You're already very late. And before your mind jumps to guilt or fear, listen carefully, because this message is not here to punish you. It's here to wake you up. If you found this video now, it's not accidental, not delayed, not random, it's precise. Most people don't realize this yet, but time is not moving the way it used to. Days feel shorter, weeks blur together, months pass before we even process what just happened. And deep inside, many of you have been carrying the same quiet thought. I should be further along by now. I feel behind. I feel like I missed something. That feeling is real, but it's not because you failed. It's because something has been preparing you. You see, tomorrow is January 11th, and most of the world will wake up, scroll their phones, go to work, repeat the same patterns, completely unaware that an energetic alignment is opening that only comes once in a long while. Month 1, day 11, year 2026, reduced to 1, 1, 11, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The 1111 portal. This number has followed you before, hasn't it? On clocks, on receipts, on license plates, at moments when you were questioning your path, moments when you were about to give up, moments when you whispered a wish you never told anyone else. 1111 doesn't appear when life is comfortable. It appears when a decision is near, and this is where many people misunderstand the message. They think the 1111 portal is about instant miracles, about wishes magically appearing, about everything suddenly becoming easy. That's not what this portal does. This portal activates alignment, and alignment is uncomfortable at first, because alignment means the universe stops allowing what is draining you. It stops supporting what no longer matches who you are becoming. It exposes delays, distractions, and emotional loops you've been stuck in, not to shame you, but to release you. That's why the message feels urgent. You're already very late. Late to choosing yourself, late to trusting your intuition, late to acting on what your soul has been whispering for years. But here's the truth most people won't tell you. The universe doesn't work on human deadlines. It works on readiness. And tomorrow's 1111 portal is not asking you to rush. It's asking you to finally arrive. Arrive mentally, arrive emotionally, arrive spiritually. For some of you, the delay was protection. If things had manifested earlier, you would have mishandled them. You would have settled. You would have shrunk yourself to keep others comfortable. So time slowed down until you were strong enough. This is why January 11th feels different. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet, clear, focused. This portal doesn't shout. It listens. Whatever you give your attention to tomorrow will begin accelerating, not instantly, but inevitably. That's why ignoring it matters. Not because the universe will punish you, but because alignment waits for consent. You don't need rituals, you don't need candles, you don't need perfect words. What you need is honesty. Ask yourself, without filters, what are you done tolerating? What version of yourself are you ready to leave behind? What truth have you been avoiding because acting on it would change everything? Manifestation is not about asking for more, it's about releasing what no longer fits. And here's something important you need to hear. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are aligned with. If you're aligned with fear, you manifest delay. If you're aligned with self-doubt, you manifest mixed signals. If you're aligned with clarity, things move fast. That's why, after 1111 portals, people often experience sudden endings, unexpected conversations, or sharp realizations. It's not chaos, it's correction. Some of you will feel emotional tomorrow for no clear reason. Some of you will feel unusually calm. Some of you will feel the urge to declutter, distance yourself, or finally say no. Follow that. Because awakening doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives with certainty. This portal is not saving you from your life. It's returning you to it. And here's the most powerful part. You are not late in divine timing. You are late only to the version of yourself that was never meant to last. So if this message resonated, if something in your chest tightened while listening, that's your confirmation. You're closer than you think, closer than you've ever been. Tomorrow isn't the beginning, it's the activation. And the moment you stop doubting that, everything starts responding. If you felt this, comment 1111 below. Not for the algorithm, but to mark the moment you chose alignment. Because once you see this, you can't unsee it. And the universe knows when you're finally ready. What happens after the 1111 portal, the signs no one warns you about? After the 1111 portal closes, most people expect fireworks. Sudden money, instant love. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. Life magically fixing itself overnight. And when that doesn't happen, they assume nothing worked. But that's because no one warned them what actually happens after alignment. The first sign doesn't look spiritual at all. It looks like irritation. People start getting on your nerves for no reason. Conversations feel forced. Old environments feel suffocating. This isn't negativity. It's incompatibility becoming visible. The 1111 portal sharpens awareness. What you once tolerated quietly now feels loud. Your nervous system starts rejecting what your mind kept justifying. The second sign is emotional waves without a clear cause. You might feel sadness for things you thought you healed. You might feel grief for versions of yourself that never got a chance. Tears might come without a story attached. That's release. Alignment doesn't only add, it clears. The third sign is sudden clarity about a decision you've been avoiding. Something you've been stuck on suddenly feels obvious. Not easy, but obvious. The universe stops negotiating with confusion. The fourth sign is distance. Some people pull away from you. Some connections go quiet. Not because you did something wrong, but because alignment changes your frequency. And not everyone can meet you there. The fifth sign is exhaustion, a deep cellular tiredness. This is integration. Your system is recalibrating. Old identities are dissolving. New boundaries are forming. Rest is not laziness right now. It's required. The sixth sign is synchronicity returning. Repeated numbers, perfect timing, messages landing exactly when you need them. This means the signal is clear again. And the final sign, the one no one talks about, is peace without excitement. Not numbness, not boredom, stillness. That's when you know alignment worked. Because chaos stops knocking when the door is finally in the right place. Why some manifest faster after 1111 and others don't. This part is uncomfortable, but it's the truth. Manifestation doesn't respond to desire. It responds to identity. After 1111, some people manifest quickly because they stop asking and start embodying. They no longer wait for permission. They no longer rehearse fear. They stop negotiating with their old self. Others don't manifest, not because they aren't worthy, but because they secretly want confirmation before commitment. They want proof before belief, safety before surrender, results before alignment. But the universe doesn't move that way. The people who manifest faster do three quiet things. They stop telling everyone their plans. They stop revisiting old stories. They stop emotionally rehearsing failure. They don't chase signs. They respond to them. They don't force timing. They prepare capacity. And here's the hardest truth. Some people don't manifest after 11/11 because what they're asking for would collapse the identity they refuse to let go of. Victimhood, control, fear disguised as realism. Manifestation requires loss, loss of excuses, loss of familiar suffering, loss of the comfort of delay. And that's why some souls stay almost there for years. Not because the universe withholds, but because arrival requires release. If you're listening to this and feeling exposed, good. That means you're close. 11/11 didn't come to promise you something. It came to ask you who you're willing to become. And the moment you answer that honestly, movement becomes inevitable. If this resonated, comment "I'm ready" or 1111 below. Not for luck, but to mark the moment you stopped waiting, because alignment has already started responding. And now, it's your move, the one mistake that cancels manifestation. After 11/11, there is one mistake almost everyone makes after the 11/11 portal, and it silently cancels everything they just activated. It's not doubt, it's not fear, it's not even impatience. It's looking back. After the portal opens alignment, many people immediately turn around to check if anything changed. They scan their reality for proof. They reevaluate their progress. They measure timing against their expectations. And in that moment, they collapse the field. Because manifestation doesn't move through observation, it moves through continuity. The moment you start asking, "Is it working yet?" you shift from embodiment back into waiting. Waiting is the old identity. Alignment requires trust without surveillance. Here's what no one warns you about. After a portal, reality often looks the same on the surface, but it is not the same underneath. Energy reorganizes before matter responds. And when you keep emotionally revisiting the old timeline, replaying old conversations, checking old messages, reopening old wounds, you feed the frequency you said you were done with. You can't step into a new chapter while rereading the previous one every night. Another version of this mistake is over-talking, telling too many people, explaining your intentions, defending your decisions. Manifestation collapses when it's forced to justify itself. Silence protects momentum. And the deepest mistake of all, trying to feel excited. Alignment does not always feel euphoric. Sometimes it feels neutral, grounded, ordinary. People mistake calm for stagnation and panic themselves back into chaos. But peace is not a pause, it's stabilization. If you can stay present without rushing, checking, or second-guessing, you don't need to do anything else. The universe doesn't need reminders. It needs consistency. Why everything speeds up 30 days after a portal. There's a reason many manifestations don't arrive immediately after 11/11, and it has nothing to do with worthiness. 30 days is not a delay. It's an incubation period. After a portal, your nervous system needs time to adjust to the frequency of what you asked for. If everything arrived instantly, it would overwhelm you. You'd self-sabotage without realizing why. You'd retreat back into familiarity. So the universe waits, not to test you, but to let you become compatible. Around the third or fourth week, something shifts, not externally at first. Internally, you stop overthinking, you stop chasing signs, You stop resisting silence, your reactions change. Your boundaries strengthen. Your tolerance for misalignment disappears. That's when reality responds. Suddenly, conversations happen naturally. Opportunities appear without forcing. People reach out unexpectedly. Decisions that felt heavy feel obvious. It feels like momentum out of nowhere. But it wasn't sudden. It was earned through restraint. Most people interrupt this phase by rushing the outcome, by trying to help the universe, by forcing action from anxiety instead of clarity. Those who allow the 30-day integration window experience acceleration because they stop interfering. Manifestation speeds up when resistance runs out. And here's the quiet truth. By the time something shows up externally, it already happened internally weeks ago. That's why when it arrives, it feels familiar, not shocking. If you're listening to this and realizing you've been interfering instead of aligning, that awareness alone reopens the channel. You didn't miss your window, you're still inside it. The portal didn't close, it activated a sequence. And sequences unfold when you stop chasing the end. If this hit something deep, comment, "I won't interfere," or 1111 below. Because the moment you stop canceling your own momentum, things don't just move, they accelerate.